Hi everyone, Ralph from Benchdogs, and today I'm going to introduce you to our newest range on our web store, the MFT Tops. We get asked many times, do we do the tops, do we make jigs and things like that, and I've never been a big favourite of jigs purely because the human interaction can cause slight inaccuracies. Best way to have it, without doubt, is a CNC top. So I'm going to show you how we've designed our tops, which is slightly different to others. I'm also going to show you how we set it up with the hinge system, the fence system, and the right-hand fence, as well as checking for accuracy. I will also show you how we check for accuracy on our holes as well, giving you the best possible product you can get. So the first thing I'm going to set up on our table is the quad hinge system. And how I'm going to set this up is using a number of our tools, but once again, you can use whatever tools you have to hand at the time or what you have in your workshop. I'm also going to set this up so I can have the right-hand fence here as well as our normal fence system here, giving us full support throughout the table. So to do that, what I'm going to do is place this set here in this row of holes here. I'm also going to set our support system here. Using the support dog that comes with your fence system, place that in here. And I'm going to use one of our squares. Now, I don't need to do this, but I want to make sure that this is perfect in every way, so it's always best to do it from the start. So I'm going to use this, and I'm going to reference it on our edge there, bring it in here, make sure it's all in and all straight and true while holding it down, and then going to clamp it down. Nice and flat all the way. And the same with the other side. We don't need a support dog on this side, but what I'm going to do is just make sure I'm nice and square. Once again, making sure perfectly lined, and then tighten these up like so. So now I've got that all set up and square. Going to leave our support dog in there, and now I'm going to add in our fence system. I'm using our version 2.1 where it's got the integrated under rail support, but you're able to do this with your Mark II version as well as any other version we've had before prior to this one. It all works exactly the same. Or you might have a different system that you want to use other than ours. So leave this all loose so this can freely slide up. And then I'm going to get my track. So on this one I'm going to use a Festal one, and I'm going to slot that in the pin there, slide that up here, and lift up the guide rail bolts. Just put it to the edge there, right at the end, and then tighten that down. So what I should have here is this 90 degrees from here, but obviously first things first, I've got to make sure that's calibrated to our cut line here. So if I slide our fence up to the cut line, and what I like to do is like to use a known piece of wood at a size that I know is right. So I know this one is at 400mm. So I can adjust this flag stop to 400mm. Put that on, slide that up, and that should be perfectly in line with your cut line and your under rail support here. Now that's all been checked and there, I can just tighten down my fence system, knowing that it's at the right length. Lift like this, move this out of the way. So, how do I check that that's accurate? Well, once again, I'm using our triangle here and I want to make sure that these pins are touching this track as well as on here and not giving the click-clack sound of inaccuracy and things like that. So as long as I put that up there, I'm going to just open this flag stop here and this one, make sure there's nothing in its way. Over here, and straight away I can see there's no touching, there's touching of the pins, and here the fence is up against the triangle. So if there is any inaccuracies, I would hear any noise here. But there's no noise. That is perfect 90 degrees. Straight off the bat, no messing about with it. But if I do need to calibrate it, we have the ability on here. You shouldn't need to with one of our MFT tops because we know it's perfectly square and aligned. Setting it up the way I have will allow you to do the same and have the same results as me. But if failing that, if you need to undo this support pin here, you can do that here. At the moment I've got it set in the festal bolt, so then here I then tighten it up in our calibration slot, put the fence down, attach it to here. You can see now I have some movement. So with that I can then once again set it up so it's perfect against our fence and then move the track to be perfectly aligned and square. And then I can tighten the thumb screw or the Allen key and lock it down, knowing that once again perfectly square. As mine is square in the set holes, I'll put mine back in there. So that's how you set this up with our fence system, how to check for accuracy and make sure that you are exactly right. Now I want to attach the right hand fence. So to do that, still using our holes here, you can see that this will then go in line with our fence system that's already in place. So there you have it. That's our system all set up, all ready to go, accurate, aligned, and be able to give you the perfect 90-degree cuts. So earlier in the video, I also said that how do we make our holes accurate and how do we know how accurate they are? Well, we have a little gauge, a little tool, and this allows us to measure accurately within the microns of the size of the holes. So what I can do is I will put this in here and then just slowly tighten that up, and then that will tell us exactly what our holes are when we make them. And that one's came in at 20.002, as you can see on the screen there. So there you have it. That's an introduction to our MFT tops, our fence system, our right hand fence system and our quad hinge system, showing you how accurately and easy it is to set it up. Once again, the tools that we've used in it are our tools. You can find them on the website, or you can use other tools that you have in your workshop or in your work van. And as I said, you can find these on our website. Here you can browse through all of the style tops that we have, and we're going to keep adding and adding more and more designs. And we also have a system where you can type in the size of the table that you want. This will calculate a price for you. We will also have it where you can add the options where you can have the quad hinge holes, fence holes, or anything else that you want to add. Check out the website in the near future. Thanks for watching, and see you soon.